My name is Karrie Lucero. This case study focuses on Whole Foods and Larry Austin's decision on whether or not to expand into low-income markets. When deciding whether to expand, Austin has 4 considerations. The first is transforming Whole Foods' brand image. The challenge with this is creating a balance in which the brand image appeals to both current consumers and the new potential low-income consumers. The second consideration is access to food and poverty. Under Whole Foods' current business model, prices of products vary depending on their quality. When compared to competitor prices, Whole Foods, on average, are higher. The third consideration is respecting the business bottom line. To expand successfully, Whole Foods must introduce themselves, build a reputation, and be accepted by the communities that they are expanding into. The fourth and final consideration is whether or not a new Whole Foods store will truly benefit the low-income areas. Austin must consider if the new store will push out local businesses and residents and benefit developers rather than the community itself. In addition to the considerations, it's important to think about Whole Foods' generic strategy, which has 2 dimensions. The first dimension is Whole Foods' competitive advantage. Whole Foods' competitive advantage is that it offers something unique to its target market. The second dimension is Whole Foods' scope of operation. Whole Foods' scope of operation is differentiation. However, because Whole Foods appeals to a narrower target market, they are considered a focused differentiation strategy rather than a broad differentiation strategy. Because of this, Whole Foods is able to charge consumers premium high prices. This does create a problem. As a focused differentiator, Whole Foods charges higher prices than consumers. In targeting low-income consumers, these individuals may not be willing to spend the money that it costs to purchase Whole Foods products. Looking at the considerations and the generic strategy, if I were Austin, my decision would be to not expand to low-income areas. I believe this for 4 reasons. The first reason is that the average Whole Foods consumer is middle to upper class and values organic, healthy food. Low-income consumers do not fit within this niche market or within the target market. Therefore, Whole Foods must adjust its brand image to appeal to this target market. This poses a risk that it may damage the current reputation that it holds with current consumers. The second reason is that once a focused differentiator has exhausted its expansion opportunities within its current market, its last option is to expand into new markets. I do not believe that Whole Foods is at this point yet. There are still untapped markets within higher income urban areas that Whole Foods can expand into first. The best example is the Grand Rapids area, who produced a Facebook page with higher income individuals asking for a Whole Foods store to be built in their area. The third reason is that low-income consumers know the value of their money, and they won't spend it on just anything. The likelihood of them being willing to pay higher prices for organic food is unlikely. The fourth and final reason is that lower income areas are known for higher unemployment. Although opening this new grocery store and expanding into low-income areas would lower unemployment and create new jobs, it does not mean that it will increase the likelihood and willingness of these consumers to shop and pay higher prices for Whole Foods products. Part of Whole Foods' success lies in their triple bottom line strategy. Triple bottom line focuses on 3 categories of business responsibility, known as social, environmental, and economic responsibility. Whole Foods is socially responsible through its 5% days, Whole Planet Foundation, and the fact that 25% of its produce is brought in from local producers. In addition, Whole Foods is environmentally responsible through its partnership with the Marine Stewardship Council, its purchase of energy wind credits, and the labeling of genetically modified ingredients on its products. Finally, Whole Foods has an economic strategy due to the fact that it is a publicly traded company and that it acquired and grew through acquisitions and mergers with smaller grocery chains and stores. I believe that a business's success is heavily influenced by their triple bottom line. Over recent years, businesses' responsibility efforts have had more and more influence on consumer purchase decisions. The prices that consumers pay, in addition to responsibility efforts, create value and influence their brand loyalty. Overall, the success of a business does lie heavily in their triple bottom line strategy. A solid triple bottom line can help a business grow, expand into new markets, and build a reputation. Ignoring these responsibilities can damage a business. It pushes consumers away and can even put the business out of operation. Thank you.